How can I grow my digital marketing agency with the clients that I want? I mean, the perfect clients. On this episode, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can actually do this. Hey, I'm Jason Swank, and I grew a multi-million-dollar agency over a 12-year span working with clients like LegalZoom, Hitachi, AT&T, Lotus Cars, just to name a few. And we eventually sold it. And I'm even part of another agency that in the past 11 months, we've grown over 20 million in revenue. And so today, I want to talk to you about how can you get the clients that you want. Now, most agencies, they rely on referrals in order to grow their business, in order to grow their pipeline. And referrals just aren't scalable, and here's why. Let's say you work with a client, and how I got my start, I started working with real estate agents and lawyers. Well, I'll keep working with them, but they keep referring me to businesses like them or under them, never upscale. And so I can never reach Lotus Cars. I would never get a referral to Lotus Cars or Hitachi from that type of business, and especially if I wanted to go after those particular clients. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is you need to create 3 channels. But before you create these 3 channels, you need to know who exactly is the perfect client for you. Who do you actually want? A lot of times people just create an agency. We're accidental agency owners, right? We knew how to do something cool. Someone would offer us money, and then we get going, and then we're just being reactive rather than proactive. So I need you to think about who is the perfect, ideal prospect for us that we want to work with today, that we can actually give amazing value to them. Once we do that, then I want you to think about 3 channels, okay? How can I create an outbound channel where I'm actually reaching out to my perfect clients and getting conversations with them so I can win those deals? Easy way for an outbound strategy is invite them on your podcast and get a conversation going. Call them up and let them know of an opportunity that they have in front of them. Let them know something that they may be missing out on. Those are ways in order to do that, but you need an outbound strategy. The next is creating an inbound strategy. How can we actually get the perfect ideal clients coming to us? And in order to do that, you have to create amazing content, rich media content. Again, it goes back to the podcast. If you can interview these amazing people and then you create content from that, that starts lining them up, right? And then the third is, what strategic partners can we partner with and offer value to? What do we want them to do for us, but we do for them first? So think about what technology companies are going after your perfect ideal client, what association, what events, what conferences, what influencers, and reach out to them and build that. We did this with Sitefinity and SharePoint, where they started sending us tons of business, but we didn't go to them and be like, hey, you have our audience, send us business. We actually were like, how can we make 2 + 2 = 4? So if you do these 3 strategies, even if one starts going down for a little bit, you can still balance on the other 2. Even if 2 goes down, you can somewhat balance on 1, but it doesn't cut you off at the knees where your agency stops growth. And you always got to be building your pipeline where you're going to have that roller coaster. So make sure you set up the right systems in place so it's not like I focus on sales and then I focus on delivery. Focus on sales, focus on delivery. That's really stressful, and I don't want that for you. And an easy way to do that is just making sure you have the right systems. One of the things you may want to check out is the agency playbook. If you go to our website, jasonswank.com/playbook, you'll be able to see the systems that you need in order to really grow and scale your agency, because it's not all about just landing your perfect client. It's also about how can you keep them happy? How can you keep your team happy? How can you onboard? How can you position your agency to sell one day if you want? So if you do all those things, then it's a lot easier, it's a lot fun, it's not as stressful. So go do that now. Make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell button so you never miss out on an episode. And until next time, have a swank day.